Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is the day I am going to Paris to start my cast member life. Well, actually it's not starting today. I'm only going to Paris today, going to sleep in a hotel, and tomorrow I'm going to get my room, and on Tuesday I will start with my training. I've heard that I will get a 5-week training. I don't know what it means, and actually I don't know at all what I can expect. I only know that after a while I will be working at the customer relationship department, so like helping people on the phone and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm super excited but also a bit nervous, and I'm going to try to do weekly vlogging because I don't know, I just feel like weekly updates is a very nice way to stay connected with my friends and family in the Netherlands, but also for myself to kind of have a memory afterwards. So yeah, for right now I'm still at my place. I'm going to drive to my parents, and then my parents will go with me to Paris. So I packed all of my bags. I have 4 bags. No, I have 1 suitcase and 4 bags. And I mean big bags. And to be honest, like, I'm going to Japan in April, so I'm not so sure how I will survive with only 1 suitcase and 1 backpack when, you know, I'm going to Paris and I'm already bringing 4 big bags and 1 suitcase, so that will be a bit of a problem there. So I'm going to say goodbye to my boyfriend, and then I'm going to drive to my parents' place. Then the adventure begins. I'm so excited. I can't believe the day is finally here. I mean, it all went by so quickly. And then to imagine that tonight I will be in Paris, and then the next morning I will go get my room, and oh my god, I can't believe it. Okay, I think for now I will say goodbye to my boyfriend and then go walk my bags to the car and drive to my parents' place. To update you guys since it's been a while. I'm sorry for that, but I was way too nervous to just think about filming and showing you guys at what place I was and what I was doing, so that's why I'm here right now in this thing that I can call my room now. Let's start from the beginning. Okay, so basically we arrived at our hotel, me and my parents. We stayed in a hotel for 1 night just to kind of like settle down. We ate some dinner near the Notre Dame, and we walked around Paris for a little while. And then it was time to go back to our hotel and sleep. And this morning we woke up at 8 AM. It was quite early, but I had to be on time for my contract signing and my house thingy. Yeah, so I had to go to Marne-la-Vallée to do those things. So basically when we arrived at the building, I was so nervous because the thing was that they sent me a contract, but there was a mistake in it. So I sent an email to Disney saying like, okay, there's like a mistake in my contract. What should I do? Could you send me another one, or do I sign another one over there? And they were like, yeah, you can sign one new one over here and we'll be fine. But I was so freaking nervous because I was so scared that the people who were there didn't know that I had a new contract, and maybe they were like, no, you don't have a contract, you can come here. So I was so nervous when I got in, and when I got in, there was a guy at the reception and he was like, oh, how can I help you? So it's like, okay, I'm here to accept my housing and sign my contract. It's like, okay, do you have your contract with you? So then a piece of me was so freaking scared. But I was like, no, trying to explain myself in French, like, no, I don't have it with me because there was a mistake and I had to sign a new one over here. And he was like, making this weird face, like, I don't know what you're talking about, but you can go that way. So I was sent to another room to sign my contract. And there was a lovely lady standing there, and she gave me my contract. I had to sign it, and then she called in the recruiter from the Netherlands. She's so lovely, by the way. She came to me, and she was kind of like explaining like, okay, here's your new contract, is everything all right now? And I was like, oh yeah, everything is fine, okay, perfect. And then we headed to the housing department together, which is in the same building. So they have two options when you go to Disney. You have Boiserie, which I'm staying right now, which I think is the best because it looks pretty good. And I heard that Playat, which is the other one, is very noisy. Well, this is also very noisy. I mean, I can hear my neighbors and everything, and I also heard that it wasn't that well secured as this place. So it's very nice to, yeah, stay here. I feel safe and it's a very nice environment. The recruiter was like, oh, have you seen the place where you're going to work? And I was like, no, how could I have seen that place? She's like, oh, okay, I will show you around. And it was so comforting. I mean, we could talk in Dutch, and she was so nice. And she showed me like the building and where I got to work, and it looks so amazing. Like, honestly, I cannot wait to get started. But before I get started working there, I have to finish a 5-week training, which is crazy. And it's in French, and that's why they had to like test my French to see if I can understand everything they are training you to do and say and stuff like that. So then she showed me around, and I was super confident about everything at all, and I was so happy, and I had no doubt at all. I was just feeling so comfortable, so happy and excited. So then we drove to La Boiserie to get all my stuff in here, and then we did some groceries and everything. So sorry, the battery just died. Anyway, it's now 10 o'clock and I'm very tired, so I think I'm going to sleep in a bit. I don't know what I was trying to say to you before my battery died, because it's been a while. But I got my internet working, which is a thing. Well, it's actually not working right now, but it worked before. Let's see if it's back again. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so I got my internet working, which is a good thing. Hey everybody, it's Tuesday. It is currently 6 o'clock, and I am very happy to say that I have survived my first day of traditions. It was very nice actually, because I took the bus earlier than I was needed to, and I ended up with another girl in the bus. And when we got off the bus, I was like, okay, are you also going to traditions? And then she was like, yeah, but is it correct that I hear you have a Dutch accent? And then I was like, yeah, I'm Dutch. And she was like, oh, okay, then we can speak in Dutch. So she could also speak Dutch, which was absolutely nice. And let's see. Yeah, so we went to the building together and it was time to get all of our information and stuff like that. So we kind of had a presentation about the company and what it's like working in this company, stuff like that. It was quite boring for me actually because, well, I've had traditions before, so it was my second time, which was a bit unnecessary, but they put me on it anyway. And during the presentation they gave us a ticket which we could enter the park with and a lunch voucher which we could get lunch with. I just got a pizza at Pizzeria Bella Notte. Pizzeria Bella Notte. Oh my god, I can't speak. And afterwards we had to go back to the university. Mickey entered the room and gave us our name tags. Oh, I can show you. I can show you, by the way. They're over here. Can you see? Oh yeah, we got this little book thingy which is from the tradition, and it got all kinds of information in it in both French and English. So that's very nice. But I also got my ID card for backstage. As you can see, this is my picture. And this was the ticket that they gave me to enter the park. This was the thing I got yesterday, which has my contract in it and yeah, my contract and just some other boring stuff which isn't that important. I want to show you my name tag, but I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Look, I got my name tag. So tomorrow I have my second day of tradition, and then I will start with my training for 5 weeks in French, and afterwards I can finally go and work. And let's see if I got other news. No, basically that was my day. So right now I'm just going to show you my place as I promised last night, but last night it was way too late to show you around, so I'm going to do that right now. But first I'm going to clean up a little bit because it's already looking messy. I'm such a messy person. I'm very chaotic from time to time. So I'm just going to clean everything up and then I'm going to show you what my apartment looks like. I think that's a better idea. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I cleaned it up a little bit. So I will show you around. This is the door where I enter my apartment. And then over here I got my bathroom, which is very basic. And I got a mirror, shower, a toilet. The only thing I don't really like about the bathroom is that thing over there, because it leaves a lot of dirt on my towel. You see that? I'm not happy with that. So over there I got my closet, over there my kitchen, a nightstand with some Toy Story figures on it, a lamp which I don't use. And then I got my bed over here, which is looking cozy as always. And over here I got a window with a very nice view of trees. And over here I got my dining area. So I think I'm just going to watch a movie or something. And yeah, just wait until I get hungry, make some pasta, watch another movie. And then go to sleep and go to my next day of tradition. Thursday, and I didn't film yesterday because there wasn't really that much to film. Basically, I'm just so busy all the time. I just cannot find the time and place to film except for in my room. And basically the only time when I can film is in the evening, because in the morning I'm mostly running late all the time, so I cannot pick up my camera and film bits of that. So I still need to kind of like figure out a way to make this work. So yeah, I'm sorry if these videos will be a bit boring, but I'm working on it. I'm thinking about a way to kind of like make them more interesting, show you my surroundings outside, but still I cannot show you where I work and things like that, of course. So yeah, I just want to tell you what I've been up to the last 2 days, like yesterday and today. So yesterday I had my second day of training. It was quite boring. We just had to sit in a room all day and listen to stuff they had to say. And afterwards I went home, made some dinner, and I went to the park with a Dutch friend of mine, which I have met on the training. And it was very nice. We went to the park at 8, but I didn't remember that the park was closing earlier. Because summer is ending, so we only had 1 hour in the park. But the funny thing was that we saw Disney Dreams, and I saw Disney Dreams about 100 times already, but seeing it again this time, I think they improved the show very well. Like the color of the projections on the castle and all of the fireworks. I don't know, it was so much better than all the other times. So I think they have improved that, and otherwise it was just a very special show. And then I went to sleep, and this morning I woke up at 7, got to work at 9. We had a very boring training about security, and it was so boring, but obviously very important, but it was on such a high level of French that I couldn't follow everything. And afterwards I had to visit a medical center. They had to check a few things. They do that with almost every employee. You get to do several tests, and I luckily was very healthy. Everything was okay. So that was my day for today, and now I got home. I made some dinner, and now I'm having a little fruit bowl. Tomorrow I'm going to visit the parks, and then I have 2 days off, and I think I will visit the park both times because I can. Or maybe Sunday will be my kind of like relaxed day. I don't know yet, but anyway, I'm planning on going to the park on Saturday, so that's cool. And then I will obviously bring you guys along with me as well, so that will be fun. And for now, don't got anything left to say, except for I'm going to eat this fruit bowl. Sorry if I'm talking like this again. I mean, I could hear everything, and I don't want people to hear me too. So yeah, that's why. So check you guys later. Today was the first day of the official training, and everything went very well. I mean, I got paid to visit both of the parks, the Disneyland Park and the Walt Disney Studios, so that was very nice. And I got to see a few restaurants which I've never visited before, and it was so nice. I have tried to film a little bit, which you can see right now. Afterwards, we had lunch, and then we got back to the office and we got the opportunity to listen again to all of the phone calls that were made, and we had to take notes so that we could like try to understand what they were doing. And it was a very easy day. I had a lot of fun, so that was very cool. And right now I'm just sitting home again. Tomorrow I will visit the park, so I need to rest a little bit and, you know, make some food and just enjoy my evening. So right now I have 2 days off, and then I have 5 other days of training. And then I have 2 days off, 5 days of training, 2 days off, 5 days of training, 2 days off, 5 days of training, and then somewhere about that time I will finally start working. So yeah, right now I am going to make banana pancakes.